Ladies, young ladies, gentlemen, good evening to all of you, or good morning. In international news, Iranian President Pezeshkian has just made one of the most shocking revelations, illustrating one of the greatest failures of Israel and the United States of America against Iran. Until now, he had not addressed the subject. Yes, because he needed to reassure himself before addressing the topic. This revelation he has just made demonstrates the powerlessness of Israel and the United States of America in the face of Iran. No, it is a testament to Iran's strength and greatness. Yes. Ladies, young ladies, gentlemen, meanwhile, Israel has once again carried out a strike in, I believe it was in the south of Syria, where Israel targeted Iranian elements, an Iranian cell, accusing them of preparing an attack against Israeli territory. Yes. So Israel is not resting. Anything related to Iran, they strike immediately. And for now, Iran has not yet responded. Nothing for now, nothing has been said yet. Because Iran, before speaking, thinks very carefully before saying anything. Because if Iran says something, I'm telling you, it's not propaganda or advertising, but these are facts that we experienced during the 12-day war. It is from that point that the world learned the lesson that you should expect anything except an empty threat from Iran. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in this video conference, that's what we're going to talk about. But let me say again, when you give a lot of likes and leave your different opinions in the comments, or even if you don't have a specific opinion, you just write, Haile Samurai. I see a lot of people writing, Haile Samurai, daring is already winning. Put our different slogans in the comments. It motivates me. It motivates me. I'll tell you that again. It motivates me. There you go. So, let's dive deep, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It was during an interview given to the American journalist Tucker Carlson. Speaking exclusively to Tucker Carlson, the esteemed Iranian president, Masoud Pezeshkian, unequivocally stated that the nation of Israel had indeed attempted, a mere week and a half ago, so very recently, meaning specifically not during the widely reported 12-day conflict or war, to send him to his eternal rest. Yes, that is the truly astonishing and significant revelation that has come to light. They are trying to send him to his eternal rest. When I say eternal rest, for everyone here, especially new people, by eternal rest, I mean, I don't want to say the exact word, but you know what I mean when I say eternal rest. That is, you go, you live, and that's it. Your parents will have nothing but their tears to mourn you. They tried. While Donald Trump was saying, well, we shouldn't, the question of regime change in Iran is not an option. We shouldn't even consider that. He had even opposed the elimination of the Ayatollah. While he was saying this publicly, at the same time, a betrayal was underway. They say ceasefire. Imagine they say ceasefire. People comply. Meanwhile, they are preparing something else to send the president to his eternal rest. They sent President Ibrahim. The other president, I forgot his name. Ibrahim Raisi. Anyway, I forgot. They sent him to his eternal rest. Because yes, he was suspected of collaborating with Russia, developing nuclear capabilities and so on. Afterwards, there were elections. Pezeshkian came. He does worse than Ibrahim. Raisi. He does worse than him. He collaborates heavily with Russia. It clearly opposes the decadent West. He opposes the Zionist entity, as they like to call it. I learn their words. And then it doesn't stop there. We bomb it. It bombs. We bomb it. It bombs. He says he's not joking around. It doesn't linger in the bad tree. Now, how did it happen? The temptation to send him to eternal rest. How did that happen? He explains. He says, I was in a meeting. We were discussing the courses of action to take. They tried to bomb the area where this meeting was being held. They tried to bomb. That means they dropped the bombs. but the bombs were neutralized by the air defense system. They have the capability. Iran has that power. Iran has demonstrated its strength. That's what saved the man. And in fact, that's what had saved the Ayatollah Khamenei. That's what has saved him. And in the end, we saw Khamenei come out and say, I am old. Even if you send me to eternal rest. The Iranian question is a revolution. It is the youth who carry this ideology. Me, I am an old body. If you send me to eternal rest, it won't change anything. And nothing can stop Iran. So here is the revelation that Pezeshkian has just made. What does that mean? They have failed miserably. First of all, it's a triple failure. They wanted to subject Iran to their whims, to their diktats, but they did not succeed. They wanted to bomb. They even bombed. They wanted to wipe out Iran's enriched uranium development process, but they couldn't. The three sites, Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo, they bombed them, but it was useless. And Iran, they wanted Iran to surrender, but Iran did not surrender. And finally, they tried to assassinate the two major leaders who are members of Iran's Supreme Council. And all decisions of war or peace are made by Iran's Supreme Council. They tried to send them to eternal rest, but it didn't work. So in the end, it's a failure. But on the other hand, the Israeli army stated on the 7th of July, 2025, the Israeli army announced that it had neutralized a cell affiliated with Iran in southern Syria. They sent them to eternal rest. That's what they call neutralizing. So they're accused of preparing attacks against the Israeli forces. The operation carried out by airstrikes targeted sites near Damascus. Tehran and Damascus have not yet commented, but the incident is already reigniting regional tensions. It's starting to cause panic. How will Iran respond? Only God knows. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the top international news story. So please share it as much as possible. This was the voice of your one and only Samouraï.